Good morning, students. In the Mughal Empire, we are studying about the emperors who are all ruled the India, is it? So, in the medieval period. So, the Mughal Empire, in the previous class, we studied about the Humayun, the son of Babur, and how he struggled in the administrating his empire, is it? And we also saw the battles with the Sher Shah and among the between the Humayun. So how he win the battle, and Sher Khan gained the confidence from success against the Mughals, and he established the Sur dynasty. Now coming to the today's topic is the exile and return of the Humayun, and how he came back the Humayun, and he ascended the throne, and we'll see about who is the Sher Shah Suri, and about the Akbar, the next Mughal ruler of the Mughal Empire. So, students, today's topic is the exile and return. Where did the Humayun went after the establishment? Once the Afghan rule was established, what did happen to Humayun? So, after the defeat at Kannauj, this Humayun had spent 15 years in exile. That is, he left his place over a period of for 15 years, and he fled to Persia. He ran away to Persia and took the help of his Tamash I, and captured the Kabul. With the help of this Tamash I, he captured the Kabul and Kandahar. So once he defeated in the Kannauj battle, this Humayun had spent 15 years of his life in exile, and he fought. He took the shelter and support from his brothers, but he was not stunned down. So he failed. He ran away to Persia, and he took the help of Safavid ruler, that is Tashman I, who captured the Kabul and Kandahar. So his brother Kamran, who was ruling these regions, was defeated. But the Humayun did not try to recover the Delhi and Agra because the Sher Shah was on the throne. So he did not conquer the Delhi and the Agra again. After the death of Sher Shah's death in 1545, the power of the Sur dynasty dwindled. That is, he separated. There was no powerful competitor to acquire this region. During this time period, this Humayun took the advantages of this time, and he re-established the Mughal Empire in 1555. But before ruling his empire and combining all this region, consolidation of this empire, but the Humayun died in an accidental fall down due to the stairs of his library. Before he ascended the throne, after the Sher Shah's death, he recovered his region, that is Mughal Empire, in 1555. But due to an accident fall down, due to the staircase of the library which he had in 1556, due to the accidental sudden fall or the accidental fall down from the stairs of his library, he got died. This is how the Humayun rule got ended up. So next person comes into the picture in the during the Mughal Empire is Sher Shah Suri. Who is this Sher Shah Suri? He is a son of small landholder in a Sasaram, that is in Bihar. So what was his original name? Basically his name was Farid Khan. What was his name? Farid Khan. After killing a tiger single-handedly, he got the name of Sher Khan. So Sher Shah Suri was the original name was Farid Khan, but he got the title as Sher Khan. Why did he call the Sher Khan? Because he killed the tiger single-handedly with one hand, and he got the Sher Khan name. And it was believed that he was got this name because as he killed the tiger in single-handed. And his childhood was not happy, and he was not gained any parents love for some years. When he was working under the Barakan Lolani, the king of South Bihar, he killed a tiger single-handed. Thus he earned the name Sher Khan. When Babur took over the administration, the Sher Shah was worked under him, and he got he got a significant role during his administration. So by this Sher Khan defeated Humayun and conquered the Punjab, Sindh, Multan, Gwalior, Malwa, and other places. So because when he was working under the administration of the Babur, he learnt all the administration strategies during the time of Babur rule. And during the time of Babur rule, he learnt how to administrate an empire. What are the military for how the military forces should be, how the army should be extended, what he need to do in order to strengthen the army, how the administration should be. So all these things he learned during the Babur's rule. After the death of him, and he took control over the Bihar and Bengal, whose death, that is Babur. And Sher Shah, after the death of Babur, he turned the political instability due to his favor, and he extended the control over Bihar and Bengal. He learned all the administrative strategies during the Babur rule. And after defeating Humayun, the son of Babur, in the Battle of Kannauj, he established the second Afghan rule in India. When did he establish? After defeating Humayun, he started establishing the second time, for the second time, the Afghan rule in India. And he continued to conquer many regions, including, as I said, Malwa, Gwalior, Rajputana. Rajputana is nothing but the present Rajasthan. In 1545, he died in accidental gunpowder explosion. Due to the explosion of the gunpowder, sudden accident took place while he was marching towards the fort at Kalinjar. Then he was buried at Sasaram, where he was buried in the Sasaram. It's a place in Bihar. And you could see that in the textbook it is given. So Sher Shah Suri's tomb. After his death, his dead body was buried at Sasaram, and they built a tomb at Sasaram, Bihar. This is the place. This is the peak. So children, so far we saw how did the Humayun death got, how did the Humayun died, and how many years he got in exile for 15 years. After the death of Sher Shah, he came and took back the rule of Mughal Empire, but he could not rule for for a long period due to the accident fall down because of the accident fall of down to the stairs of his library. Next, we saw who is a Sher Shah. Sher Shah Suri was a small landholder who was working under the Babur administration, and he learnt all the administrative strategies, and he defeated Humayun in the Battle of Kannauj, and he conquered Malwa, Gwalior, Rajputana, and he also died due to the explosion of the gunpowder accidentally, and his tomb was made at Sasaram in Bihar. Though he was called as a tiger, Sher Khan, but he was not ruled for a longer period of time. Whatever he has ruled within a shorter period of time, he expanded his territory and he also consolidated his power. But he was known to have built a network of roads, that is national highway, what we call today the national highway, that is Sadak-i-Azam. What do we call? Sadak-i-Azam, and it is known as Grand Trunk Road. What do we call? Grand Trunk Road. From the sonar gun